A lot of people assume that letting the story do the work means telling something dramatic, emotional, and even theatrical. The truth is actually a lot simpler than that. Because when you know how to shape your message as a story, it does the heavy lifting for you. It connects before you convince. It earns trust before you even ask for it. That's why it is actually the title of my first book, Let the Story Do the Work. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what let the story do the work actually means and how to use it to inform and influence, lead and persuade. I believe at the heart of leadership is persuasion, and at the heart of persuasion is storytelling. For nearly over 2 decades, I have coached thousands of leaders and executives on how to use stories to move people, to distill complexity, to lead with character, not just credentials. I set out to write Let the Story Do the Work because at the time, I was looking for a book myself that would show me step by step how to create a great story in various business contexts. I couldn't find any. There are a lot of great storytelling books at the time and even now on great examples and big names and that very inspiring, but nothing very practicals and how-tos. So in my book, Let the Story Do the Work, you will find templates and frameworks that help you address everyday business communication needs. Like, for example, this question. A lot of people, everybody, I'm very sure have been asked this question throughout their career. Tell me about yourself. 99% of the people failed because they think, oh, it's an invitation to give an autobiography. Tell them everything on my resume. No. It's an opportunity to intrigue people using the storytelling format to intrigue and delight, to invite other people to want to know more about you. Another example, there might be thousands, maybe millions of different business stories, but at the end of the day, what is each story about? It boils down to 5 different plots, 5 different business plots. That's it. When you know what those 5 plots are, then you really know how to structure your story in ways that resonate and compel and get people to ask you more questions. Last but not least example is, you ever heard of people saying, I'm a visual learner? Actually, a lot of people are visual learners. So why not complement your story with simple visuals? Not expensive, fancy infographics, not generic AI-generated graphics, but simple, real, complementary, simple visuals that complements your story to drive home your message. So these are just 3 of many, many more frameworks and templates that I put together in my book, Let the Story Do the Work. I'm currently working on my second book. I'm only going to write the second book when I know it actually solves a problem, provide a need. Since my last book was published, I noticed that a lot of people actually really don't want to tell stories. They don't want to be in the spotlight. They don't want to talk about themselves. Does that mean there's no role for them to play in the big tent of storytelling? Oh, no. In fact, what I've discovered is that there are so many equally important, sometimes more important roles that you can play in storytelling. So if you know the importance of storytelling and you want to be a part of it, you just don't want to be in the spotlight, I am writing this book for you. Now you might be wondering, where do you find my books? Well, Let the Story Do the Work is available through all major online book-selling platforms as well as brick and mortar bookstores. And my second book, I'm currently working on it ferociously, but you can get update on it as well as other storytelling tips and best practices when you sign up for my free newsletter. But now, if you want to learn and apply a storytelling tool right away today, make sure you check out this other video.